They said it was impossible, yet in a single moment, Yang Yang shattered millions of hearts across the world. Cameras flashed, reporters screamed his name, and fans could hardly believe their ears. Out of all the women linked to him over the years, he finally confessed that the one who stood by his side was Dilraba Dilmurat. But here's the twist, this wasn't just about romance. According to whispers from inside his closest circle, Yang Yang's decision came down to a shocking truth that no one ever expected. And it had everything to do with loyalty, betrayal, and a secret promise that goes all the way back to the very first time he met her. Let's rewind. For years, Yang Yang's name has been tied to some of the biggest stars in the industry. Fans adored his chemistry with Zhao Lusi, and the rumors between them only grew louder with every project. The smiles, the playful exchanges, the little gestures that looked too real to be just acting. People were convinced something deeper was happening. Social media lit up with endless debates. Was Zhao Lusi the perfect match for Yang Yang? But behind the scenes, things weren't as simple as they seemed. A close friend once revealed that Yang Yang was carrying a burden, something that shaped the way he saw love and trust. After years of being in the spotlight, he learned to guard his heart carefully. He wasn't just looking for a partner who could make fans swoon on screen, he was searching for someone who could protect his soul off-screen. Someone who could be there when the cameras stopped rolling, when the lights went out, and when the world stopped cheering. And that's where Dilraba came in. Their story didn't begin with red carpets or glamorous photo shoots, it started quietly, away from the spotlight. On a difficult filming day, when Yang Yang was struggling through exhaustion and pressure, it was Dilraba who noticed. While others focused on their own roles, she offered him something simple yet powerful, understanding. A warm drink, a quiet word, and a smile that told him he wasn't alone. It may sound small, but for Yang Yang, that moment carved a permanent place in his heart. Meanwhile, Zhao Lusi, though bright and adored by fans, represented something different. Their connection was electric, fun, and playful, but also fragile. Insiders whispered that Yang Yang worried their bond might not survive the storms of fame. The entertainment industry can be ruthless, and he had seen how quickly admiration could turn into gossip, and how fragile relationships could crumble under pressure. With Dilraba, though, it was different. She carried herself with a calm strength that matched his own guarded heart. She didn't just fit into his world, she helped him build a safer one. Rumors say Yang Yang once confided in her about the fear of being misunderstood, about how hard it was to know who truly cared about him. Instead of giving him empty comfort, Dilraba gave him honesty. She told him she didn't need him to be perfect, she only needed him to be real. That one statement changed everything. The shocking part? Yang Yang didn't just choose Dilraba over Zhao Lusi for romance, he did it because she gave him something he never had before, the promise of stability in a world that thrives on chaos. Sources claim that he even turned down major opportunities because he realized fame wasn't worth anything if he didn't have someone by his side who truly understood him. Fans noticed the change. His smile became different, softer, more grounded. Interviews hinted at it, subtle but telling. He didn't drop names, but his words painted a picture of someone who finally felt at peace. When asked what kind of partner he admired most, Yang Yang didn't talk about beauty or charm. He spoke about kindness, resilience, and loyalty. Those who knew him well said he was describing Dilraba without even realizing it. Still, the decision wasn't easy. Yang Yang respected Zhao Lusi deeply. They shared wonderful moments and undeniable chemistry. But deep inside, he knew that choosing her would mean choosing uncertainty, a relationship that might shine brightly but fade too quickly. With Dilraba, it wasn't just about passion, it was about building something that could last. And here's the most shocking revelation of all, according to an insider, Yang Yang made his choice long before the public ever knew. For months, he kept it quiet, protecting both women from unwanted attention. But eventually, the truth had to come out, and when it did, the world reacted exactly as expected, with shock, heartbreak, and endless speculation. Yet through all the noise, Yang Yang stood firm. He chose Dilraba not because she was the safer option, but because she was the true option. And in a world where stars are often forced to play roles even off-screen, he finally decided to write his own script. So why Dilraba over Zhao Lusi? Because Dilraba gave him something no one else could, the feeling of being seen for who he really is. She wasn't dazzled by the fame, the fortune, or the headlines. She was drawn to the man beneath it all, the man who needed a home in someone's heart. And maybe that's the real lesson in all of this. Sometimes love isn't about choosing who looks best on paper, or who creates the most buzz online. Sometimes it's about choosing the person who gives you peace when the world feels too loud. For Yang, that person was Dilraba. And though fans may debate, gossip, and speculate for years to come, deep down, he knows he made the choice that would protect not just his career, but his heart. But here's the part no one expected: Yang's choice was tested almost immediately. After the whispers of him and Dilraba started to surface, the industry pushed back hard. Reporters circled like hawks, brands worried about image, and gossip sites stirred up drama, suggesting Zhao Lusi had been cast aside. Some even accused Dilraba of stepping into something she wasn't meant to. Yet, instead of backing away, Dilraba stood firm. She didn't let the noise shake her. Insiders say she encouraged Yang to focus on what truly mattered, not the headlines, not the trending tags, but their bond. That kind of resilience shocked even him. For years, he had watched people buckle under pressure, watched connections break the moment things got too hard. But this time was different. And this difference became clear in one particular moment. During a private dinner with friends, when the topic of gossip came up, Dilraba reportedly laughed it off. Instead of being defensive or angry, she said something that stunned everyone at the table: "People will always create stories, but the only story that matters is the one we're writing together." Those words hit Yang harder than any headline ever could. For him, it wasn't just a romantic line, it was proof that she understood the life he was living, and she was ready to stand by him through it. Meanwhile, Zhao Lusi, as graceful and talented as she is, seemed to represent the other side of the coin. Bright, fun, magnetic, but also a reflection of the chaos that Yang had grown tired of. Their bond had been real, but not unshakable. And deep down, Yang wanted more than just sparks. He wanted something that could weather storms. Another layer to this story comes from Yang's past. Few know that before all the fame, he had once made a quiet promise to never let his career destroy his personal happiness. He had seen too many colleagues rise and fall, too many friendships break apart, too many loves lost in the pressure of fame. That promise stayed with him. And when he looked at Dilraba, he realized she wasn't just someone he admired, she was the chance to finally keep that promise. Think about it. In an industry built on illusions, Yang didn't choose based on who made better headlines, or who brought bigger publicity. He chose based on trust. That's rare, and it's exactly why his decision shocked so many people. Fans had expected a fairy tale romance with Zhao Lusi, but Yang wasn't looking for a fairy tale. He was looking for reality, and perhaps the most surprising part is how Dilraba handled it all. Instead of flaunting their connection, she kept it private, respectful, and dignified. No necessary hints, no games for attention, just quiet support. That kind of maturity only deepened Yang's respect for her. Behind closed doors, friends say they've seen the way his guard drops around her. He laughs more, he relaxes more, he allows himself to be vulnerable in ways he rarely does in public.